Hello class and welcome to week number 4 of PSYU 322. I am in here in the content section under week 4 and you're going to see some different theories that we'll be covering this week. When you go to the overview, you'll get a little bit of a welcome. Make sure that you listen to the week 4 Spotlight Summary podcast. Again, you'll see the topics. If we click on this, it will take us to the week at a glance. At the top is a quote, then the course learning objectives that we'll be covering, and a checklist. Those items in black font are not graded, but your readings and additional resources and those in blue are graded, and we'll review those in a moment. Down here is a similar chart on graded work and graded work. I do want to make sure that you note this to watch the Biological School of Personality and the media presentation, which is located over here, and the different assignments that you will be doing over the week. If we get into the resource, there's additional resources that you can utilize to help you track the weekly content. Week 4 activities. Again, more resources for you as well. And here's the discussion board. I already have it pulled up, but you can click on this resources and click down here below, or go to this discussion and you'll be able to scroll down to weeks 4 and 5. So what is different about this week that is a 2-week discussion board? That means that the first week, which is week 4, there is slightly more work than normal, but you have a little bit more time to work on that work for your initial posting. And then it's designed so that in week 5, next week, you will do your peer response postings. Let's look at what you have to do. And it notes here, it covers 4 and 5. Make sure that you review this carefully. It's worth 50 points total. In your initial posting prompt, you have to answer all of these bullet points. And then what I want to note down here below is you pick one of these options to do so. But let's first look up here. It denotes that Maslow, Rogers are both humanistic theorists, and their theories have some concepts in common, such as self-actualization, but they also differ in some respects. Here are the things that you need to answer in your initial posting. Describe and discuss one aspect other than self-actualization of Maslow's theory and one aspect other than self-actualization of Rogers' theory, and state how they are similar and how they are not alike. Second, state which of these aspects of the theories you think has more validity and give at least 2 reasons for your thinking. Third, discuss the similarities and differences between the 2 theorists' definitions of self-actualization and state which you find to be more valid. Make sure that you give at least 2 reasonings for your thinking. Next, describe which characteristics you believe a modern self-actualized person would possess. And finally, state which conditions or circumstances you think would need to be present in modern society for people to reach a state of self-actualization as you are defining it. You need to have 2 sources other than your book and make sure to cite your work. So as I noted, you are going to respond to each of these points, and how you do so, there are several different options. It notes here that all elements must be included in your submission. The work must be original to you. You can't post a YouTube, a textbook, PowerPoint that has not been created by yourself, and anyone caught doing this will get 0 points. I would say that is also ChatGPT or any other AI platform should not complete this work as well. And we do have different checkers that we utilize. So here are the different options. A, create a video of at least 7 minutes in length. Make sure you post your references on the end card, and the video must include video and audio, captions and or other media that explains the concept. So that's one way you can answer the questions above. B, write an academic research paper in proper APA format that is at least 3 pages long, not including title and references page addressing the bullet points. C, create a PowerPoint presentation that includes both a minimum of 10 slides, not including the slide with your references, and it needs to include an audio narrative that explains the materials on the slides. D, create a photo essay / slideshow with captions and or audio narrative and a minimum of 10 photos, not including the photo or end card with your references. The photos must be representative of the material in some way, or E, you can contact me if you have another idea that you would like to use to fulfill the assignment. Make sure that you contact me by, it says Saturday at the end of week 3, so that would have been last week, but as long as you contact me earlier this week, that is fine, but you just need to get written approval from myself. It says you have to post an uploaded file to Blackboard. Make sure whatever format you use can be opened. If I or other students can't open your file, you will not get credit. And if you have any difficulties, make sure you contact the help desk. They can help you. This initial posting, all of these elements in whatever format you choose, is due Friday by midnight of week 4. This is the main part of the discussion board that you are completing this week, due Friday by midnight of week 4. Then your peer response postings are due Sunday by midnight of week 5. So you're going to note this is your main task for week 5. If you want to do some earlier, that is fine, but it's not due until Sunday by midnight of week 5. For your peer response posting, you are to respond to 3 of your peers' initial postings. Again, the requirement is different than the single week discussion boards because you are to respond to 3 of your peers' initial postings and should address all of the following bullet points. Respond to insights that your peers shared. Do you agree or disagree with those insights and why? What ways can you apply the principles that were shared to everyday life? Provide at least 2 examples. And do you see any ways that these principles are apparent in your own life? Make sure that you explain why. Your response postings must be at least 250 words in length. And again, your 3 peer response postings are due next week, Sunday by midnight of week 5. And it has, again, once here below, the different assignment requirements and due dates. You can click here to see the rubric that I will be using for grading. So that is part of the discussion board. You also have your week 4 presentation due this week. If you click on this, it will give you the actual overview of the assignment, so I'm not going to review it too much. Please note this is in Blackboard. Don't let that confuse you in any way. The assignment is still the same. It just hasn't been re-recorded in Brightspace yet. So all the assignment instructions are here. If you click on this, it says to go to the assignments tool. And if you do so, you can find the instructions information there as well. If you click on this, it will open to this page and go through what is expected of you, the point allocations, the different sections that you are to cover in your presentation, the different amount of scholarly resources, how many slides should be included, and it really notes here that you need to include audio. If you do not include audio, points will be deducted. Some hints for your presentation, and down here again, if you don't include audio, you're going to automatically lose 15 points. Now, if something comes in and I don't see the audio, I will reach out to you because I know sometimes there are technology glitches, but make sure that you include that. And then down here below, you have additional resources that you can dive into if you so choose. So that is it for week 4. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thank you.